Okay, dear students. So it's a rapid revision round for the infinite series, right? So what I'll suggest, if you need any details, go through this playlist and lecture number 5 over the real analysis. Fair? Chaliye. So in the infinite series, why I have written this much history over here? Because this is a very special topic here in our UPSC mathematics optional. Here we need to remember many formulas for this single topic. First point. Second point, but if you remember those formulas in a synonymous manner, you will find it is easy to retain. So these are the two things which I learned as an aspirant or as a teacher over a decade. So for this particular topic, I have noted down everything in sequence and will tell you in this rapid revision round how you have to carry. In the end of the session, you can take the screenshot of this board and you will try to recall wherever you get the time. Fair? But don't ignore listening these words, because over the formulas I will be telling you how to retain and what is the importance of that formula. Fair? Chalo, let's start. So the first segment is some basic terminologies in the infinite series. First point you need to remember कि for a series, if I talk about summation un converges to u, means summation un ka the sum is u, then summation alpha un ka sum will be alpha u, where alpha is some non-zero finite number. The most important point here in the infinite series we need to remember is this line. What is that line? Ki if in an infinite series you just leave some finite number of terms or you add some finite number of terms, please underline the focus, a finite number of terms, तो series का nature will not be changed. Means if series is convergent, you add some 5,000 more terms, doesn't matter, but finite number of terms, then series का nature will not be changed. And the same you can talk about कि if you multiply in the whole series by some non-zero finite number, still the series का nature will remain same. So that is some basic line about the infinite series. So what infinite series looking like, that is I have written here. If you don't know the basics of the infinite series, you should go to this lecture. Chale. Now the second thing is कि if summation un converges, then any series obtained by grouping the terms in brackets. Here it is very much important, because for example if you have a series, suppose that 1, okay, plus minus 1 plus 1 plus minus 1 and so on, means first term is 1, second term is 2 minus 1. If you group these two terms, क्या होगा? सीरीज में 0 प्लस 0 मीन्स उस सीरीज का समेशन 0 होगा और आप कहेंगे वो सीरीज कन्वर्ज कर रहा है. इट इज नॉट. So please read this line very carefully कि if un converges, then only grouping will not alter the result. Otherwise, suppose that this series does not converge, so if you do the bracketing here or grouping here, the series ka nature will be maybe reflected in other sense. Getting? So if some series is convergent, then grouping does not alter. Now, so these are some basic terminologies which we need to remember, and like every time recalling the things from the series. Second is, suppose that you have a positive term series, means suppose that you have a series like, okay, or you may have a series with arbitrary terms, means the series you may have like alternating series or other terms with this segment. So basically we have two segment, these two segments are here. The first case we deal with the positive terms series. So for positive terms series we have these tests to check the convergence. Fair dear? Chaliye. So when I talk about the positive term series, obviously the series will be convergent only when the limit un is 0, means the n term, suppose that यहाँ पर un आपका क्या होगा 1 upon n, so limit 1 upon n 0. So now this series may be convergent or may not be. If suppose that limit un does not come at 0, we will say this series cannot converge. Is that clear now? चलिए, so to test the convergence we should recall some basic things like this geometric series wala sum, कि if this common ratio is less than 1 then this series will be summation as 1 upon 1 minus x. The first test we apply here, please do remember all these tests, and for every test please listen carefully. I will not be over this again. For every test you should have at least 1 or 2 example to validate that test. ठीक है, तो यहां पर ये दो टेस्ट में यू कैन से कि l लेस देन 1 के लिए हाउ आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग, एंड इन दोनों टेस्ट के लिए l ग्रेटर देन 1 के लिए. सो द सिंपल डिस्टिंक्शन टू रिमेंबर आई हैव रिटन लाइक दिस. So in the comparison how these three ratio tests are working, you should try to solve at least 1 or 2 example for each test. For example, Cauchy's integral test is very important, so you need to remember. This is very standard example. I always expect they will ask such questions. You need to revise Cauchy's integral test with some examples. Very important. Gauss test, UPSC asked in your PYQs. We will see after this segment that how you apply this Gauss test. For example, the series gamma n, how you choose actually, right? So Gauss test का question जब होगा, that will be clearly looking like कि I should go for the Gauss test. Fair? Now the segment 2 is series with arbitrary terms. The only thing we need to remember here is alternating series का Leibniz test. Clear? So Leibniz test के लिए you need to remember these two statements कि if un plus 1 less or equal to un and limit un is 0, then this series will be convergent. Fair? Now we move to the segment 3, absolute convergence. Means you are talking about convergence of modulus un, not only un. The difference you can feel here, if you take this series or you take this series is convergent by the Leibniz test, but this is not convergent. So if you take modulus of this, the series will be turning out into this, means this series is convergent but not absolutely convergent. So we have a segment 3 which talks about absolute convergence. So for absolute convergence we check convergence of modulus. Means here modulus properties of 10 plus 2 level we recall, like modulus sin x कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, modulus tan x कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, like that. After that we have two very important theorems. I am saying very important. This also we will be using in improper integrals. I have written somewhere improper integrals. Improper integrals we will deal in the calculus wala part, that is a different segment for us. ठीक है? Dirichlet's test and Abel's test. Please do remember these tests, very important for you. What are those tests? कैसे हमें याद रखना होगा, लाइटली नहीं लेना होगा. आई हैव अंडरलाइंड द थिंग्स विच यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. इफ यू हैव bn some positive and monotonically decreasing function, right? Then, and if summation un is convergent, then summation un bn is also convergent. In Dirichlet, what is the difference from here is that, please do notice this word, bn is positive monotonically decreasing plus limit bn is 0. Please understand this thing. Except these two conditions, if limit bn is 0, then there is no need for summation un का convergent. Only need is कि if un के जो sequence of partial sums that I told you in the things, कि let's say if you have s1 plus s2, s1 plus s2 plus s3 and so on. So these are sequence of partial sums. If this sequence Sn is bounded and this fulfills, then we say कि summation un vn is also convergent. Please don't ignore these two tests, very important. In uniform convergence also we will be using. The next segment is rearrangement of terms. If you observe your UPSC PYQs, you will find they will ask questions from the rearrangement of terms. So for rearrangement of terms, the basic knowledge is this only. In addition, we need to remember this Dirichlet's theorem. What does that says? कि a series obtained from an absolutely convergent series by a rearrangement, please focus on these two words here, rearrangement and absolutely convergent. A series which is not absolutely convergent, that series के अंदर rearrangement of the terms may alter the nature of the series. So rearrangement is possible only in absolute convergence series, right? So what Dirichlet's theorem says, a series obtained from an absolutely convergent series by rearrangement of terms, then both of the series will have the same converging point. Is that clear to you all? So when you talk about infinite series, you need to remember all such points that if you don't align these things in this manner, dear students, you will not be able to solve questions of infinite series. So this is a very beautiful topic. एक बार अगर आपने ऐसे एक्सरसाइज कर लिया, your hangover is over. Is it clear now? So now do you need PYQ's trend analysis? We will do if you need, but before that please grab this by heart. Okay, so we'll do questions as well. Chalo. Okay, so what I have done, I have noted down some PYQs here so that you may feel what rapid revision works, right? So let's say they ask a question over here. You have to check the convergence for this series, right? So what I told you, your job is to observe whether it is a positive term series or alternating, right? This we have learned. So if you observe plus minus, so it comes under this. What the apparatus we have? Leibniz test. For that, what you need to observe is कि un less or equal to un plus 1 or un plus 1 less or equal to un like condition, and limit un equals to 0, right? If these two conditions are satisfied while Leibniz test, you say कि that series is convergent. So you apply these two tests here, those are satisfied. So we say, number first, for p greater than 0, this series is convergent, right? Second, एब्सोल्यूट कन्वर्जेंट के बारे में भी ही इज इंटरेस्टेड. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी विल टेक द मॉडुलस एंड दिस सीरीज विल टर्न आउट इन द पॉजिटिव सिंबल्स, राइट. What else you need to have? It may not कि you didn't study anything like 1 plus a, but you studied summation of 1 upon n raised to the power p, comparison series, right. So if you observe for this series and for this series इसने denominator ही तो बढ़ा दिया है और क्या किया है. So the behavior will be working like same. So for this absolute convergence we get कि p greater than 1 के लिए it will be convergent. So if I combine these two, what I get? p less than 1 और 0 के लिए ये series जो है वो converge कर रहा है from like this series, right. एब्सोल्यूट कन्वर्जेंस के लिए क्या कर रहा है, p ग्रेटर देन 1 चाहिए उसको, तभी वो एब्सोल्यूट कन्वर्ज करेगा, राइट. सो थिंग इज व्हाट आई वांट, व्हाट द मैसेज आई वांट टू कन्वे हियर कि यू हैव टू रिमेंबर सम स्टैंडर्ड सीरीज और टेस्ट. इफ दोज आर देयर व्हिच आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर, देन क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी इजी टू टैकल हियर. सेम सपोज दैट इफ यू ऑब्जर्व दिस क्वेश्चन, चलो, pi upon pi plus 1 power n, pi is some value 3.14. so this quantity, let's say this is alpha, this is less than 1 or not, this is less than 1 and iska power infinity you are taking. Moreover, whenever you have powers like n, it indicates कि just go for the Cauchy's nth root test. चलो भैया, what is un here? pi upon pi plus 1 raised to the power n to n का power 6. so un का power 1 upon n क्या हो जाएगा, like this. so what do you have dear? This is pi upon pi plus 1, it is just a constant which is less than 1, n का power 6 upon n. now I am interested in knowing what is limit, right. limit means limit n tends to infinity पर. so this is some constant, this gives the value infinity power 0 which is indeterminate form. so what I told you कि you need to remember some limit के results, right. so over this, when powers comes into the picture, you take like this and you take log over both sides. so ultimately if you observe this thing, what will be getting dear? please tell me. limit of log of a is 6 by n, like limit of log n. if you observe limit log n by n for n tends to infinity, this comes out as 0. this is again indeterminate form, so you differentiate, you apply L'Hopital rule here, you will get this as 0. so this implies log of this as 0. so a का वैल्यू क्या मिल गया आपको, 1. ultimately u comes out as कि this limit is coming out as e raised to the power 0, that is 1. so what you learned in the Cauchy's root test, this test fails. now what you will do, you will go for other test like comparison or like logarithmic or like Rabi's test. Fair? Am I clear to you all how you have to tackle the questions? let's say this is the question for you. whenever you have this product type of terms, you always go with by un upon un plus 1, that means ratio test, right. उसके बाद चेक करते जाइए कि either test passes or fails. so I am not giving proper answers here because this is rapid revision round and I am making you feel what you have studied earlier, right. such questions we have already solved in this lecture series. now suppose that alternating per, again these things. so what is the alternating? whenever alternating comes into the picture, Leibniz. the more interesting thing what I found here, please notice, once they ask if you are using some test or theorem, you have to give the proof. so UPSC may repeat this thing. I also suggested in the lectures, wherever you get some important theorems, very tricky one, then try to go through the proofs of that. if you have time. Don't panic about this time. Whenever we will be after the prelims, we will recall those proofs which are required, so don't worry here. From the rearrangement of term, that again theorem based questions, so you need to revise those also. Fair? I guess I have done my job to make you feel that what you studied in the infinite series. Now good luck. Chalo, bye.